If Donald Trump tries to steal the election, we're going to have to shut the country down. Got your attention, didn't I? Yeah, so yeah, if Donald Trump tries to overturn the results of elections in any of the states, we should do whatever we have to do to stop that, which probably means we would have to shut the country down. Nobody goes to work, nobody goes to school, everybody's in the streets. That's what needs to happen if he tries to steal the election. And I say try because ultimately he's going to lose this election. The House and the Senate is probably going to flip because his policies, the GOP's policies, MAGA policies, they suck terribly. Donald Trump has lost all of the support that he gained in 2024 that allowed him to win in 2024. It's gone. It's gone. And there is growing evidence that his, parts of the GOP base are very, very upset and are not planning on turning out in elections to re-elect any of these assholes. That doesn't mean this election is going to be a slam dunk. It means that it's an opportunity. And when you see an opportunity like this, that means you have to do everything possible to make sure that you win, right? Because we can't very well complain about Trump stealing an election if we don't win the election. So that means getting involved in a very, very aggressive level in every election in which a Republican is being challenged by a Democrat. It means making sure we have people running against the Republicans in every race possible. It means volunteering for key races. Pick a race that's strategic and get involved in it and go out and knock doors and make phone calls and do all the things. It means all of us doing those things. It means educating all of our voters so that they understand that it is critical that we vote all the way down the ballot so that we boot out as many Republicans as possible from every office possible. And we also need to make sure that we have the best candidates that we can possibly get running in as many races as possible. And that means getting involved in the primary elections, in the Democratic primary, and making sure that we field as many good, aggressive, fighting, progressive Democrats as possible, and we defeat as many dead dog loser corporate Democrats as possible. We need to go into November with a maximum number of really excited voters because they have great candidates that they feel are going to fight for them and stand up against fascism. And yes, we need to defend the results of this election and make clear that we will do all the things to protect the results of the elections in the United States. The states have the right to conduct these elections and set the rules for these elections. It's in the Constitution, and we are going to defend that right. We need to make it clear that if the GOP loses an election and Trump tries to overturn that election and the GOP supports him overturning that election, it will be the end of the Republican Party. Over the last year, we have built the largest nonviolent mass protests in U.S. history. And that movement that has come out of those protests is what will defend American democracy and will defeat any attempt to overturn this election.